Andrea. Welcome to the Mindset Magic with Mika podcast. And thank you so much for being here. Our
Hi,
top,
Mika.
our top nine. Mm, our top nine from IDLA 2023. Yeah.
Yay, thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here and see you again.
Yeah. Like it's our catch up friend. This is just an excuse for catch
Exactly.
up. Joke.
Exactly.
All right. So let's start by getting to know you so they know what angle you're coming from for this exam strategy. So, can you intro yourself? What are you working on now? And ano yung gusto mong malaman nila about you?
Sure, I can. Can I name drop my company? Is that okay?
Yeah, if it's okay with your company too.
I hope it's okay.
Kay did. Others did. Some of them.
Okay. No problem naman siguro.
Welcome to Mindset Magic with Mika, where we unlock clarity, courage, confidence, creativity, and connection so you can show up as your most expressed, most aligned, most unstoppable self. If you are ready to shift into your main character energy and design a life that feels as good as it looks, you're in the right place. I'm Mika Doria, your interior designer, your Mindset Magic Muse, branding goddess. Let's dive in.
So hi, my name is Andrea. I know Mika through school. We both went to UP Diliman together and we studied
Mm-hmm.
interior design together.
Yeah.
We graduated at the same time. And we took the first time Mika took her boards, we were taking it at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
right? Ano
Yes.
ba? After that, I found a job. So I'm working now under Design HQ. Usually
Oh.
our scale of work, it focuses a lot more on amenities. So think
Mm.
lobbies, condo, that
Wow.
kind of stuff. But occasionally we do mostly residential projects.
Mhm. Wow, same kayo ni Kea.
Yes.
And L. Wow. Oh, I'm surprised na you're working on ano nga, mostly commercial projects. Tama, no? Amenities?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right.
Oh. But before all that, what made you pursue interior design? Like, meron bang moment na you're like, okay, this is for me?
Good question. For me, honestly, I never dreamed of becoming an interior designer. Even when I was in school, I don't know if you had the same experience, Mika, pero
Mhm.
I always felt like, oh, it's a good marriage of art and design. And at the time, I really thought na, I don't know if I have what it takes to be completely arts. So I thought this is a good, safe route na even though it's artsy, it's still
Mhm.
technical. So even though I'm
Mhm.
not particularly passionate about it, I think na it's a good combination of what I think is stable and what I think is
Mhm.
fun.
Mhm. Wow, that's such a good ano, perspective. Parang I remember nga eh, na some of us really thought na, oh yeah, it's a good balance nga, art and science and all that.
Right.
Mhm. And I remember na ano rin, Andrea here is an artist and illustrator. Did that also affect your decision to pursue ID?
Definitely. I mean, I'm not one to claim myself as an artist, pero
Mm.
I definitely thought na I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. It has to at least be connected to art. Even though now that I'm actually in it, of course, field work is a lot different from what you learn
Yeah.
in school, 'di ba?
Oo.
Napakaiba. But at least parang at the end of a long turn of events, you're presented with basically a work of art. Yun nga lang, it takes so much longer to
Yeah.
produce.
That's so true, and lots of boundaries, and
Yes,
it's compared to just free flow or trend. Oh, that's
right.
pretty good. So now, since you said na, okay, it's a marriage of art and technicals, have you always known na there's gonna be a licensure exam?
In the beginning, I think yes. Kasi some people, they jump into it na, oh, I take ID kasi parang siyang Arky, something, or
Yeah.
something similar to that kind of mindset. Pero for me, when I was really thinking of what to take in college, I really
Mm.
was lost. I was like, hala, what do I take? Kasi I want to take something artistic, but I don't think I have what it takes to go full on art.
Mhm.
So I really thought na, oh, ID, it's I think a big reason why I chose ID above all the others is really the existence of the board exam.
Oh, I like that. Na you knew na from the start rin.
Right. I mean, obviously, the exam, to be honest, it doesn't dictate that much. Pero at least na parang
Mhm.
it puts a stamp on your ID journey na
Yeah.
parang natapos ko rin naman. I kind of, kumbaga you were able to get all the infinity stones na rin of your ID journey.
Yes.
Di ba?
Yes, full circle moment.
Right.
Completion. That's so
Mm-mm.
true. So, it sounds like decided ka na talaga na you're gonna take the board exam as early as choosing it pa lang, no? For college.
Yeah. For
So
me at least,
mhm.
yeah.
Oh. Why did you decide to take the licensure exam immediately? Tama, no? Immediately. Hmm.
Yes, immediately. Bakit nga ba? I don't know how honest can I be with you, Rika? On if we're looking for the completely honest answer, duwag
Yeah.
ako maghanap ng job.
Mhm.
Really, like at the time kakagrad lang natin and
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's the timing of events. We thankfully we had a face-to-face grad, but honestly, before that, we spent most of our college online. And
Yeah.
not to fault the profs or any particular system, but I felt like education online, especially design that's so hard to teach already na face to face.
Mhm, mhm.
When it became online, parang it felt so linear na parang usap
Yes.
lang ng usap yung prof na makikinig ka lang, gawa ka lang
Yeah.
ng plate,
Task.
they will give comment, right? Next task, next task. Parang tuloy-tuloy lang. So, I guess when we graduated, it felt like, huh, do I feel like ready na ba ako mag-job? And obviously, person to person, if you feel like you'll learn more by immediately taking a job, that's valid. Pero for
Mhm.
me, thankfully, I was like, I was considering din na, well, considering my family background and our income, I was like, well, I have the privilege naman to take a break. Let's
Mhm.
kind of take a step back and we
Oh.
think about what we want to do, what's our next step. So I took a break and then that's when I started reviewing na.
So it's like a gap year rin, no?
Yes, almost like a gap year. Ikaw, Mika, can I
Mhm.
ask why you
Yeah.
suddenly why you decided to take it right after grad?
Yeah, yeah. Parang na-flashback ako. Pero I took a gap year rin kasi. Kasi
Mm-mm.
I was doing something different in between ng mga interior design classes natin. Like I do branding on the side and all that, di ba?
Ah, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Oo
like for
nga.
clients. So after the graduation, I'm like, wait, what do I really want to pursue?
Mm.
Parang hindi pa obvious next step sa akin yung board exam. I was really like distracted during the gap year, but that's not an excuse. Pero yun.
Pero
So I just
you made the
yeah.
gap year very productive.
Oh, yeah. Kaya the thing there is parang on the side ko lang nga ginawa yung ID review ko for my first take
Hmm.
and see how it ended up. Yeah. Oh, so would you say na full-time review-ish ka, no, before the board exam?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Ah.
Pero of course that's a privilege to say. Siyempre yung
Mhm.
other people, they wanna earn money while they study. So they
Yeah.
have to half their time between reviewing and work. For me
Mhm.
talaga, I really emphasize na this is a privileged point of view na I had the chance to really focus on studying.
Mhm. That's nice na you took a step back kasi
Mm.
it's also hard when you come into the exam to sobrang occupied mo and like you don't
Right.
know why you're even like taking it in the first place, 'di ba?
Right. I think yun din yung one of the main reasons was I knew na if I didn't todo na go na
Mm.
full review and
Hmm,
then if nagkataon na I don't pass,
yeah.
it'll more or less, parang it will haunt me na parang, is it because hindi ko pinaghirapan?
Yeah.
At least if like force ko yung first try and by chance I didn't pass, I can tell myself na, ganun talaga, I tried my best, wala akong magagawa.
Mm.
Pero gets ba, parang if I if I had focused on other things at the time while studying, I think the doubt will kind of haunt me na parang, hala, is it because of this or is it because na hindi ko talaga kaya or hindi ganito gano'n. Like if there are too many factors involved, I think it would have like really kept me up at night na, is it me? Is it the timing? Is it the test? Yung mga gano'n.
I really like na you mentioned that kasi I did had that ano rin, parang that phase after the first take and I'm like, "Wait, what did I do wrong?" And then I remember,
Right.
yeah, because I was
Mm.
putting it on the side. Parang gano'n.
Yun nga, eh, parang at least if you do it, you really dedicate all your time. If you
Yeah.
can, you'll be like, "Well, I really did my best." Instead of
Mm,
like, it will start a kind of spiral na, "Where did I go wrong?" And then you
mhm.
have to dissect every little thing, you'll start overthinking.
That's true. I like na you came into it wholehearted talaga. I think
Right.
that's a big factor, eh. Ang hirap po mag-exam na hindi buo yung loob. Lot of
Right.
things will happen.
And siyempre if kaya mo, then that's great. That means na,
Mm.
oh wow, you really know how to manage your time, manage your energy. Pero from as an overthinker, I'm sure you can relate, Nika. We need to take things one at a time talaga na parang I'll give it all my all and if it doesn't work out, at least it's the sting is less sharp.
Yeah. Since I grew up rin with anime and all, and then there's so much motivation there. I really get where you're coming from, Andre. It's so much better to say na I tried knowing na you really put everything out there, went all in, versus, 'di ba,
Mhm.
parang 5% mo lang and you'd be like, I tried.
Yeah.
Different energy. So what does it look like pala, like, since you came into the review and to the exam na wholehearted, how was
Mhm.
it for you when you were preparing for the exam? Did you start early review? Did you start late?
Hmm.
Mhm.
I guess thinking about it now, there's a benefit din to half-hearting. Kasi I guess like I said, the sting will
Mm.
be less sharp. Pero for me talaga, I told myself if I can afford to be a little early and really take the time to prepare, I'll do it. So in my case, I enrolled in CDEP like you.
Yeah, yeah, see.
I'm not sure. I took actually premium and it started I think late
Earlier.
January, right, a little earlier. Late
Oh.
January or early Feb. So medyo matagal siya.
Mm.
For some people, honestly, I kind of agree na it's a little too long. I do feel like some yeah, I don't know, pero yung ibang class, I felt like super duper, this is a little too long. And then yung ibang class, parang kulang naman ng time, especially for subjects like ang dami-dami, history.
Concept, yeah.
Ayan,
Na hindi
exactly.
matapos-tapos.
Right. So, parang yung iba sobrang daming time, yung iba medyo kulang. So, I started early. Pero my day-to-day process kasi if you
Mm.
enroll in CDEP, was it every day yung Zoom class? I don't really remember, not quite
I
sure.
don't remember na, pero parang na-mention na morning or afternoon yung choice.
Hmm, yeah. Oo nga. So, I think I took morning class. So, I think it would end around lunchtime. So, at least the rest of the day is mine to do whatever I want. Pero usually,
Mhm.
when we would have morning class, I would not really study na after that. I'm a
Hmm.
big advocate of active note-taking. At the time
Oh, yeah.
talaga, I don't know, some people, they would like to focus on the lecture and they don't do anything except absorb. Ako, while the lecture is going on, I'll write on my reviewer additional notes, yung
Yeah.
mga gano'n. And then, the only time I really started self-review was, I think, a month before the exam. So before that, it was just adding notes to my reviewer and like passive
Oh.
reading, right? It was
What
only, it was only, I think, June. or maybe late May na I did, oh, every day I really need to cram all this information in.
Talaga, in May na? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. For me kasi, I mean, at when it reached May, you've at some point at least scanned through some of your notes. So you're not completely empty, no? But
Mm.
then kasi I knew na if I try to todo review like every day I'm gonna set a schedule for this. If I started that routine too early, I knew I would forget it by the time the exam came around. I was like, there's no point in exhausting energy na ang aga-aga ako magsa-start ng active review and then I'm just gonna forget it probably by the time July rolls around.
Mhm. Is this based on your ano ba, like experience, learning strategy, even in college pa? That's why
Yes.
okay.
Well, I don't know. Ikaw, Mika, do you have a study style?
A study style. I like taking notes rin. Like,
Mm.
I really believe na we really have to maximize yung time natin when we're in that call na. 'Di ba? Like, it's what, 3 hours? 4 hours?
Oo,
Tapos you
matagal
don't
rin.
do anything. And then
Yeah,
after that, you're gonna double it pa if you watch the replay and just take notes during that time. Sayang yung time.
exactly.
So I also did what you did, like really taking notes as it goes. Nung first
Mm.
take ko, feel ko yun yung reason why, in my second take, I didn't really open the modules na, aside from trauma.
Alam mo na, eh.
Yeah, it's because I already learned it, like
Right.
active note taking. And yun
Mm.
pa rin yung highest subjects ko nung second take.
Ay,
So,
wow.
'di ba? So, active note taking works. With
Right.
presence.
For
Mhm.
some people, it doesn't work. Like, well, for some people, they prefer na, oh, I'll just kind of sit in class and listen. Pero for me, walang tumatatak pag ganun.
Ako rin, eh. Parang I feel like I'm floating if it's like
Right.
that. And
And
even
then,
in college. Mm.
exactly. Like, at least when you note take, it's very, ano ba, it's organic. Pero you get a lot of the details you would miss otherwise.
Yeah.
And it also doubles kasi you already have notes. Parang your notes became, like, in-upgrade mo na rin yung notes mo. So that if you want to do more passive reading later, you have
Mhm.
a very good,
Comprehensive, yeah.
right? Like yung basahan mo, your basis or your reference is very sound.
Mhm. Yes, and parang it gives you that confidence rin na, "Oh, they mentioned this and I got to jot it down.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It must
exactly.
be important." 'Di ba usually yun yung things that really would come out rin, in my experience.
Right. Like minsan, pakinig-kinig ka lang sa class and then when you decide to
Yeah.
do like hardcore studying, you'll be like, ano ulit yung important dito? Ano ulit yung reference nila here? So you might
Mm.
as well go big or go home sa unahan.
Eh,
Like by doing, and it's not even that tasking. It's just
mm.
you take notes and you take notes lang. You don't have to understand everything. Just take notes of everything.
Yeah, and like the good thing there, if you dedicated yung time mo yun na reviewing and like watching, 'di ba, in real time,
Mm,
nako-collapse mo na yung energy needed to like start that momentum again.
exactly.
You don't need to review a lot more.
Oo,
Well,
basa-basa ka na lang.
oh, I like that. What about the ano, the so I see now na parang yun yung study technique that really help you retain rin yung
Yes.
concepts and terms effectively. So, how about the dreaded design portion ng exam? 'Di ba yung premium class, they have speed drafting? How did you prepare
Actually,
pa ba for the design portion?
I
Mm.
think I think the premium doesn't have speed drafting. Speed drafting is additional class. If I
Really?
remember correctly, that's
Mm.
why I don't know if CDEP will listen to this. Pero if it's up to me, I don't think premium is worth it. Kasi I
Mm.
sa pag-alala ko,
Yeah.
the difference between premium and regular lang in CDEP is you have a consultation period. You have like more
Ah,
chances to consult with profs. And
consult
honestly,
about what? The design
anything. You
portion?
can ask about tips, you can ask about questions, yung mga ganun.
Yeah.
And well, honestly, if you're bibo in class and you're willing to ask questions, parang nag-premium ka na rin.
Oo nga.
So really, right, it doesn't really not a big difference. Kasi
Mm.
I I took speed drafting. It was an additional class. It
Mhm.
was not connected to premium. For me, did did speed drafting help? It did, but for me kasi I think the timeline of events was the speed drafting classes started actually earlier than the premium class. So
Oh,
I
speed drafting.
honestly, this might be a case to case or a personal thing, pero it happened too early for me na parang we spend a week retraining your hand, 'di ba, in drafting.
Oh, mm.
It's only around a week. And it happened so early. It happened, I think, late January.
Ha,
Na
ang
parang,
aga.
right. So parang by the time na we started really practicing more towards the end of the review school process, na parang nag-restart na rin yung reflexes ko. So I do think
Oh,
na, well, for me, I guess it's just
the timing lang siguro.
right, the timing.
I like na you mentioned that kasi nga a lot are also worried na is it too early, is it too late? Pero there's a really
Mhm.
pace for it, eh, no? And
Yeah. I think honestly, the boards really made me realize na you need to know what works for you.
Mhm.
Kasi a lot of people then ask me na, "Oh, did you study every day? Did you do this?" And I'm like, "I can tell you everything I did, pero kung hindi naman siya gagana sa'yo, then
Oh, yeah.
there's little point, right?"
That's true. Know thyself pa rin. I was telling
Right.
Karen, like, in the preface of this board exam special, na
Mhm,
they can really just take what resonates kasi at the end of the day, it's self-mastery, eh. 'Di ba?
mm.
Like taking the exam. So,
Yeah.
parang these are glimpse of strategies they can try. And if it
Yeah.
works for them, that's great. 'Di ba?
Right, right, right. Kasi sila din naman yung mahihirapan, if so. So
If you
really
really
yeah.
force it. Mm.
Mm. For
What
me
about yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Ay, hindi, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna ask Hannah if kasi I don't know if we have the same study style, Mika, pero I like rewriting and really jotting. That's how I study eh. Like I I do active note taking in the beginning, and then when it was time to really hardcore study, I love rewriting. I don't know. That could just be me. Ikaw?
Like really rewrite everything, gano'n?
Not not exactly, pero I love like yung mga I love rereading and rewriting. So for
Ah,
me talaga, syempre, if I wanna do that, I need to do active note-taking talaga. Pero if that's not your style, then maybe you would find benefit in another kind of way of studying. So it's really
mm.
just what works for you. And then another thing is retention, I guess. Everyone has different levels of retention. I knew na if I study too early, if I practice too early, mawawala rin siya by the time the exam comes by. So, yun, I think the important thing is you can take notes from other people on how they were able to cram all the info.
Mhm.
Pero how to cram all the info is up to you, I think.
Yeah, walang one size fits all na
Right.
approach. Parang at the end of it, towards the end of the review season, parang there's this nagging feeling pa rin na, "Oh, maybe it's not enough." Like,
Yeah.
no matter how much you review, really. So,
And I
just
think
master na lang.
yes, I think that's normal. I don't think it'll ever come well from me. I don't really have that kind of level of confidence na I'm sure I can do it kasi ganun ganun ganun. I'm not
Mhm.
like that eh. So really just know what know what works best for you, and then with the time you're given, try your best.
And do your best. Speaking of
Yes.
time you're given, 'di ba yung design portion in the exam, like
Mm-hmm.
it takes up an entire day? So,
Mm-hmm.
how was your preparation leading up to it?
Oh my gosh, preparation for the design, the dreaded day talaga.
Yeah.
I tried to be prepared. At the time, I think kasi we weren't sure din if maganda yung table or if my
Mhm.
chair, right? So I brought a mini table in case, I brought a mini chair in case.
Really? Even a chair?
Yeah, maliit lang na stool. Pero yeah, so you try to be prepared, and then on the day itself, I try to be like, okay, if I'm hungry, I have a snack na may toothpick para hindi ko kailangan kamayin, para malinis pa rin
Yeah.
kamay ko. But
Oo
then,
nga 'no? That's so smart.
yeah, that is smart. Pero honestly, hindi ko rin siya ginamit. Kasi sa sobrang kaba, I don't know.
You just grab on anything.
Oo, like, if I was really feeling really hungry, I was like, "Ah, kakayanin ko 'to, I can do it." Hindi na lang ako kumain.
Really? Ako, I still ate and like took my time
Well,
eating.
that's good. I don't know. I
I
feel like
can't live without eating talaga.
actually, nung una
Mm.
talaga I told myself na, I need to eat. I cannot not eat."
Oh.
Pero I guess in the moment, I was so scared na I could not find myself reaching into
Mm.
my bag, bubuksan ko pa. Parang I was like,
My
wala akong time
God.
for that.
Mhm. Did you finish everything ba? Completed the sheets?
Um, sa pag-alala ko, I completed everything bare minimum na yung
Hmm.
dimensions ko, baluktot-baluktot, and then yung mga pinaka-major lang talaga na dimensions, if any. And
Mm.
then very, very basic call out. And then I think at the time I really did my last sheet was yung spec sheet. Ay, tama ba yung pag-alala ko? Na there
Hmm.
was like, they required
TMI
a
spreadsheet.
specs. No, I
Mm.
knew na, okay, there's no point in making the spec sheet beautiful. So I will leave that for last. And then, kahit na the lines I wrote are not pantay-pantay, basta lang
Mm.
I can write everything they need from me. That's really what I'm gonna do.
What about the perspective? Mm.
Perspective.
Ah.
Ikaw, Mika, did you marker or did you watercolor?
Oh, I like watercolor talaga.
Hmm.
And color pencil.
Ay,
I think
wow!
master ka eh. Master ka ng marker eh.
Hindi sa master be, hindi. Yun kasi yung mabilis.
Ah. Sige, what are your marker tips for the perspective? Para sa mga marker takers diyan. Marker takers?
Marker stands.
Yeah, marker stands.
I would say, well, firstly, if you can't do marker, wag mo na i-push. I'd say that. Pero, I think kasi each medium, obviously, they have their own benefits.
Mm.
I really considered doing watercolor. I had a game plan, a rough game plan. Sabi ko, if I want to color a really big space, for example, malaking wall
Yeah.
in one color, I told myself na I'm gonna watercolor that. Kasi
Mm.
ang bilis ng watercolor in covering a big expanse. If you're
Yeah.
gonna
True.
marker one wall, you're gonna do like isa-isa mo
Mm.
pa, it'll take too much
Oo.
time. So I guess at least in my head, I told myself na okay, for really big surfaces, I should consider doing watercolor. And
Hmm.
then for yung mga mas detailed stuff, I'll do marker. Kasi one swipe ng marker, like it's already
Vivid na.
colored. You don't need to keep adding on for build up ng color, you know.
So you combined yung watercolor and marker?
In my head, that was the
O
idea.
the
Pero
yeah.
in my head. Pero like I said, on the design day, I was so rattled na I told
Hmm.
myself na, I don't wanna get up to get water na. I will just marker all the way. And
Oh my
thankfully,
gosh.
if I
Mm.
remember correctly, I didn't need to color a really big expanse naman with watercolor. So it worked out fine naman, I guess.
Do you have tips for making like a really good visual impact pagdating sa perspectives nila? Tas marker pa talaga. Hindi talaga ako nag-ano, like marker even in my student life. Parang when they made us try lang and I'm like,
Really?
"Yeah, I'm gonna watercolor this."
Actually, ang ganda rin kasi ng watercolor. I think the big benefit of watercolor, it can look unfinished and it still looks
Yeah.
intentional. That's
Yeah,
the
'di ba?
thing,
It's wash lang.
right? If marker kasi, pag hindi mo natapos,
Halata, eh.
kitang-kita, right? So,
Mm.
tips for marker. I'd say for big surfaces, if you can, i-watercolor mo na. You don't need to spend time filling in a surface na parang,
Strokes ng marker.
right, akala mo naman ang ganda-ganda ng accent color mo, be. It's just one wall. I-watercolor mo na yan, if you can. For the other things, watercolor. For marker, I'd say focus on the most important pieces. You need to establish what's your accent and what you really need to
Mhm.
highlight. And I will say, if time allows you, please pair your marker with color pencil. Kasi
Oh.
yeah, kasi sobrang flat ng marker. You will
Mhm.
get the color you want, but it will look flat. So
Yeah.
if time permits you, and if you find yourself na you have extra time, kahit white highlights, yung mga ganun lang.
Mhm.
Just so that it looks like, oh, this person, they rushed it. Pero at least you can at least understand, oh, this one, it's supposed to be metal kasi may shine. Ito, may
Yeah.
wood grain. So, it's important to convey the material. Hindi lang kasi color.
Would you say na mabilis mo lang nagawa yung perspective, rendering included?
Mabilis. I'm not sure if I did it first or last. I think I did it
Ah.
second to the last and then last talaga yung specs.
Wow, second to the last.
Yeah, kasi some people they prefer doing the perspective first kasi like,
Yeah.
matatagalan ako dito, I'll do it first.
Mm.
Pero knowing me, so yung bottom line talaga is knowing yourself.
Yeah.
For me, I knew na if I did the perspective first, I will waste too much time.
Mhm.
Kasi
Hmm.
if I kunwari, I think the first thing I did, as I usually do, is concept. Kasi that's kind of an excuse na rin while you're writing a concept. Thankfully for me,
Yeah.
I'm Englishera naman. So, I can like,
Strength.
uh, I can make up a write-up quite quickly. So while I'm writing that, parang I'm thinking about, okay, what do we do with the perspective? Paano ba yung design natin? So I
Hmm.
always start with the concept or at least the design direction. And then I'll do yung standard sheets, like I'll do floor plan first, then
Mhm.
RCP, whatever they need. And then I do perspective second to the last. Kasi I knew na if I do perspective first, I'll get too caught up in the details. I'll be like,
Ah.
some people they do, by this time I have to be doing this. And I tried doing that. Pero honestly, in the moment, even if you give yourself a time limit,
Mhm.
there are like invisible goals in your head na parang,
Yeah.
oh, I 2 o'clock na pero hindi ko pa naano. Like I have the tendency na, oh, kaya pa 10 minutes more. And then after 10 minutes, 15 minutes more, kaya pa, kaya pa. So I knew na I'm going to be overly nitpicky with this perspective. So let's put it last
Mhm.
so that I have
Mhm.
no choice but to be very minimal. Yun lang
Mhm.
talaga. Ikaw, did
Buti
that work for
ano,
you? Did it
yung
work for you?
naka-time block.
Yeah.
Yeah, parang nag-set lang ako ng target time kasi actually nung first take ko, I took like almost 2 hours for the design concept. And I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
'di ba? Dun pa lang. And I did it first. Tapos I'm like,
Hmm.
wait lang, bakit gano'n? So, on my second take, I really focus lang sa speed drafting skills ko mostly. So, I
Mm.
ended up doing two perspectives in under 30-40 minutes for the second take, ah.
Wow.
Kasi I really cut it down tapos 30 minutes lang design concept. Like,
Mm.
I really followed through yung limit na I set in the second take na. Kasi I got like so frustrated by like a 2 hour design concept. Really?
Grabe.
'Di ba? Do you have tips for the concept making skills?
Concept making. I will say, I think at least in review school, what they really emphasize in the concept is highlight what you're going to do and how you're going to present it. So,
Hmm.
you can start with yung mga stereotypical na, college level na concept board na you can give a very avant-garde title. Pero I don't think they really care about that in the board exam. I think they just,
Oh.
sa pag-understand ko, I don't
Yeah.
know. Pero parang for me in the concept, I usually use the concept making as a time to make a game plan. So parang not only are you telling the people who are gonna check your test what you're gonna do, you're also kind of giving yourself notes what you're gonna do. So in the concept, I try to prepare some in advance, very vague na parang, oh,
Mm.
um, I can do yung very walang kamatayang three. Obviously, don't do three. Everyone does three already. Pero like, you need to have some na nakabala na parang, okay, I have this idea na more vibrant. If they're requiring a more vibrant approach, I can do, kunyari, um, Mascara Festival, something like that. Something vague enough that it can work for multiple scenarios, but it also has personality. For the mismong write-up, I guess, like I said, you need to tell the people who are gonna check your test what you're gonna
Mm.
do and how you're going to present it. Kasi mamaya you'll say, I want to make the space feel open and spacious, but then you don't really explain how you're gonna do it. So you need to say na,
Mm.
I want the space to feel natural, and then you can explain na parang I'll use an open floor concept and I'll use a lot of natural materials, and then in line with my Mascara Festival, I'll use local textiles, I'll use bright colors, you need to explain. And then
I
while you're
like how you said
explaining,
that. Ang galing.
right, parang
Mm.
it's good din because you explain to the test taker na ito yung mga ipapakita ko sa inyo. And
Yeah.
then hopefully as they read it, they'll be like, okay, parang na-reflect niya naman lahat ng goals niya. All of the goals are nakatick naman. It's also telling yourself na ito yung approach natin. This is how we're going to approach the rest of the design while you're working on the other sheets.
Mhm. Wow, that's really smart, like how you broke it down. Kasi sometimes we get caught up in, ay, subjective to eh. What do they like? But like on your
Yeah.
end, it's like, what would I be doing? How do I want it, diba, to be presented? What do I want them to expect? So the control is in what you write. Parang ganon, no?
Yeah. And then if you don't want them to focus on something, then don't mention it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Parang mamaya kasi you set your you set their expectations really high. You'll say na, I want the space to feel like this, and like that. But then you don't really explain how. Mamaya expect nila na, ay, I was expecting the space to feel so grand. And then because you didn't explain how you were gonna do it, baka mm, mi- misproportioned yung expectation nila.
Yeah, like they don't have a metric eh, na when
Right.
he said na natural, ano yun, 'di ba? That's so
Yeah.
good. Wow, I wish I knew that though. Kasi I feel like it would leveled up the way na I got to communicate yung concept ko and the
Mm-mm.
perspective. Grabe ah. Like that. Do you still use that approach or thinking whenever you approach yung bago mong projects, ganun?
Honestly, I can't really say that I use it in work. Kasi
Yeah.
in the exam, well, I think this is not to go into a separate discussion, pero I do think one of the flaws in the ID exam, it assesses too much your principles, which I don't think in the real world matters that much. Kasi when you think about it, kung maganda yung design, it doesn't really matter like how you got there. Obviously, when you're talking
Mm.
about clients,
Oh yeah.
'di ba,
That's
they don't really care. So in work, I'll say na you can use that approach. It will help you na parang, oh, the client wants this vibe. How are we gonna get there? Pero to the extent na, do you need to write up? Do you need to really step by step understand how we're gonna achieve this aspect, that aspect? I don't think so. Pero in the board exam kasi, at least, if you set your own rubric, they'll know what to check. Kasi
yeah.
in work, they don't really care. They focus a lot on the end product,
Yeah,
which
that's
is not so
true.
much in the board exam, 'di ba?
Mm. So parang that's really good kasi in the board exam, parang it just really shows how prepared you can be as an interior designer. And I think
Mhm.
it's just important na they see how you approach things and if you can solve
Yeah,
it with, 'di ba, with the 4 years na you've been learning ID or
r
more.
right.
It's really, So let's jump to the timeline na, oh, it's the waiting period after the exam. How was your waiting period during that time? Did you know na you were gonna pass na? Is there a feeling?
No.
Oh,
Nika, you of all people, like I was telling, 'di ba we have a GC na
yeah.
tayo-tayo lang. I felt like I was gonna fail, legit.
Oh my God.
I don't know, parang siyempre, well, for context, for the people who might be listening, we had our exam in a hotel. So some of our classmates, they booked in the hotel. So they were after the exam, they would go to their hotel room and then we would discuss minsan, 'di ba?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, when they were discussing their answers, I felt like iba talaga yung mga sagot ko. So I got really in my head na parang, "Oh my goodness, am I going to fail? I really don't know." And then wala, at the time, I really felt like, hala, when they were discussing their answers, it's quite different from mine. And then I knew na for me kasi, I knew that hindi ako masyadong magaling sa design. I knew na yung pambawi ko will be through multiple choice. So it really rattled me. I really didn't think I was gonna pass. Na parang, hala, I told myself na babawi ako sa multiple choice part.
Mm.
And then iba-iba pala yung mga sinasagot nila versus what I wrote. So at the time, I didn't have an inkling na, oh, I feel like I'm gonna pass. Wala talaga. It was very, very unexpected na when they revealed na I passed at all.
Super interesting kasi some would say na they already know na they were gonna pass. Some know
Right.
they know they're gonna fail. Really that. I like that you're in the in-between. Really
I don't
uncertain.
know. This is very against your brand, Nika. Pero like, mindset talaga and like manifesting, mahina ako dun. Like, I really don't parang, oh, if I believe in it, it will happen. And obviously, manifestation is deeper than that. Pero
Yeah.
like, I really can't tell myself na, no, I can do it, I can do it. Kasi, I guess I'm too realistic na parang, well, there is a chance that I will fail. Let's just be honest and transparent about that.
I can see that. And the way na you also like give yung strategies, I know I can see na it's really grounded and logical. Which is of course, we need that also.
Yeah.
I like
It
that.
there's nothing wrong with hoping, pero like, siyempre when you do your best, there's always na, "Oh, I hope I pass, and I know I did my best." Siyempre there is a big chance that you will pass, and that's good, it's healthy na 'wag naman masyadong downer na, "Hala, feel ko babagsak ako." Pero kasi you also need to be realistic na there is a chance that you will fail. Kasi wala, there's so many factors apart
Yeah,
from you. It
factors.
could be maybe sobrang kabado ka na you can't focus or baka yung test nagkataon na the items are the ones you didn't study for. So it's natural to be doubtful.
You're so neutral. Parang yun yung term. Parang
Yeah. It
yeah.
yeah.
It's a good place to be in, like when you're preparing for something big. Kasi 'di ba at
Mhm.
least you're not too anxious and you're not too excited. You're just in the in between.
Mhm.
Wow, that's a skill. That's a skill by the way. And ano, curious ako, Andrea. 'Di ba they say na once you top the boards, parang all these opportunities will come flocking to you. Sa'yo ba, like, what's that one change in your career or daily life after passing and topping the boards?
I will tell you that that is a scam.
Okay.
Well, I don't know, this is just my personal experience, pero I felt like nothing really changed.
Hmm,
I think the biggest change that topping the board exam really welcomed me was it was mostly introspective change, not so much like
mhm.
professional opportunity. Some people, I mean, I hope na if you top the exam, you get opportunities. I hope that does happen for other people. Pero for me, kasi like I said kanina, I don't really have a strong passion for ID. I just knew na if I'm gonna do this,
Hmm.
I have to do it all the way. And I told myself na taking this board exam, it will serve mostly service to me, not so much for my portfolio. I treated the board exam kind of as a assurance to myself.
Yeah.
Kasi I don't know about you, Mika. Maybe you're very self-assuring or maybe you have a lot of
Thank you.
self-confidence. Well, that's what you give off. Pero especially by the time na when we graduated, I felt like, oh no, I feel like ang bobo ko pa rin. I feel like I don't know so many things. And that's normal to some extent kasi you'll learn so much when you start work. Pero for me, I felt like, ano ba, parang especially in the last 2 years of college, I was like, I don't feel like I've grown. I don't feel like I've learned. I don't even know if I'm a good designer. So for me, the personal chronicle I have with the board exam was really to just see na if I pass this exam, I'll try to be a little less harsh on myself. And
Oh,
that's really yung main goal ko. I was like, I don't know if this will give me more job options or opportunities. Hopefully it will. Pero mostly, if I pass this board exam, maybe parang I'll be a little nicer to myself as a designer.
super fresh ng perspective kasi you made it like an inward process and that makes it like less overwhelming and pressuring,
Right. Kasi
right?
you don't have to take the board exam. Honestly, some people, I mean, not to be
Mm.
money-minded, pero a lot of people don't take the exam, make much more money, make much, are very, very much more successful than we are.
Mm.
It's just kind of a stamp na something you can put on your portfolio na, this person, they're organized, they know how to study, they know how to discipline themselves enough to pass this kind of professional standard. Pero apart from that, I will say na if you think it will change your world, I don't think it will.
Oh, a super important point. One of my mistakes when I was telling them was putting it on a pedestal and then you realize
Mm,
in the second take na it's not really about that. It's more of like you, like me, how I manage it this time. Parang ganun talaga.
yes. Like you have to kind of, obviously you don't have to take it, pero there is merit in taking it kasi.
Yeah.
Like you have to milk the opportunity in a way you see fit. Na parang I will use this so I can demand higher raise. I can use
Mm.
this for myself. I can use this, it's just kind of a sign to you and employers na kinaya niya yung board exam. It's not really a defining feature, but it's an added feature definitely.
It's like an upgrade pala.
Right.
It's an added feature. Yeah, I like that. Mm. So, Andrea, to semi-cap it off, ano yung recommend mo na one daily habit to help them stay motivated while reviewing?
Daily habit. Mm, I don't know. For me kasi, I take things very seriously. So that's just my nature. Uh, at the moment, I really didn't want to stress over it. Pero in the moment, you will absolutely stress over it. So I will say, know yourself, do your best, and set a schedule in accordance to what you know about yourself. For the everyday habit, I will say do things that ground you. Kasi like you said, Mika, if you put too much pressure on this, akala mo naman your whole world will change if you
Yeah.
pass. Really, it's not the case. So I will say, take care of yourself in how you see fit while you're doing the board exam. Yung iba, they know na, oh, if I focus too much on this, sasabog ako. Like, mag-crash out ako. So, don't you do things while you're studying to prevent that. Because it's good that you're working hard in studying, pero you also need to remember na tao ka lang.
Mhm,
If you
mhm,
mamaya sa pag-aaral mo, you get sick. It's like you need to take care of yourself because you're the test taker.
mhm. The test won't take itself,
'Di ba? Parang you can prepare
Very
your
hard.
mind all you want, but it's you who's gonna be in the room. You need to take care of yourself. If you feel like treating yourself to milk tea every day is the solution. For the time that you're reviewing, go do that.
Mm.
Do what it takes for you to feel like you've done your best and you've taken care of yourself in preparation for the exam. Yun talaga.
Yeah, that's so true. Some would like be sick during the exam. It's a reality. So,
Yes. Take care of your health.
very good reminder. Wow, okay. Grabe, thank you, Andrea. Ang dami. Sobrang, I feel like it felt so grounding and soothing. considering the timing pa by when this episode will be released, I'm sure na it's gonna be assuring for them. So, wait, quick fire round tayo.
Yes,
For
sure,
this
sure, sure, sure,
one,
sure.
yeah, ready just one word or like a short phrase.
Wow, it's giving boy abunda.
Yeah. So if they could remember one thing, let it be this. Wow. Okay. Let's start. A go-to study resource or app you recommend?
Shopee. Get all the reviewers from Shopee.
Important. One word to describe your board exam journey.
Tiring.
Mm,
Tanggapin
okay.
niyo na.
So real. And then a mantra that help you push through the tough days.
Ah, mantra. Do your best. Just try and do your best. Really.
Oh, I really like how it's so grounded and like full on
Yeah, kasi
anime vibe.
very. But then kasi it's easy to say after na we've taken it na, no? Akala mo naman ang chill ko nung board exam season ko. No,
Yeah,
that's not the
Andrea looks so
case.
chill.
Hindi, girl.
Yeah.
It's the facade. Pero I will say talaga, just do your best. Kasi honestly, some people, they don't put that much effort in the board exam. Pero sobrang parang when they don't pass, they're so sad. So parang
Mm.
have the confidence na I did my best. And then if it's not for me, at least you tried. Na parang
Yeah.
you're going to gain or earn something then just because you did your best, honestly.
Oh, that's so important. Grabe. Oh, I like hearing that.
Oh.
Yeah, it really reminds me talaga rin of my anime, my favorite anime characters rin. Diba? Like, it's so unfair to say na you did your best when deep inside you know na you didn't
Yeah.
naman talaga.
Right.
Wow, so nice. Okay, so for those who still feel like they wanna ask something specific, Andrea, where can we reach you?
Message me on Facebook or you can email me. I'm very, very if we're friends on Facebook, even if we're not friends, just ask me. And if I
Oh,
can, I will help.
what about Instagram? Can
I'm
they
not
reach you
active
there?
on Instagram. Pero you feel free. Baka naman one day I'll be like, what did anyone message me on Instagram?
After the boards, joke. Oh my God. Okay, so I'll link yung mga references for Andrea. And for this episode, that's it for Andrea, the Jack of all trades. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you, Mika. I'm so happy to talk about this.
Me too. And now we can go outro now with our reel. Grabe, I really like that. I didn't know na you came in with that mindset nung nag-board exam.
I don't know. Honestly, it's easy to say that now natapos na. Pero in the moment talaga, sabi ko talaga, I don't know, I feel so stupid. I need to really use this exam to prove to
Mm.
myself na kaya ko. And then even after passing the board exam, sabi ko sa sarili ko, I I still feel bobo. Pero at least I can say na, oh, despite feeling bobo, kinaya ko yung board exam. You know,
Yeah,
it's
and I have a
really,
stamp.
'di ba? Parang it's not so much if you think that your world will change, it won't eh. Actually, nothing will change. It's just, wala. It's just, you take the opportunity to prove to yourself na kaya ko. And then, kung hindi mo kaya, the world won't end. It might feel like
Oh,
it, pero after a week, 2 weeks, you'll realize na it's just a test. It's just a test, girl.
yeah. Marla said it's a one big quiz.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so true. Grabe. I think that's part of the reason rin why I realized eventually na, ano naman, if I had to take it twice, we all have our timelines.
Ikaw, Mika, how were you the
Yeah.
first versus the second time
Grabe,
after?
Andrea, like when I was recounting everything
Mm-hmm.
for this special, I realized na, wow, like apart from not putting my all in during the first take, I
Mm-hmm.
also had this feeling na parang hindi ako ready. Pero what if I
Mm.
just take it for the sake of it? Parang ganun siya. And you know na I don't do things half-heartedly. And when I do,
Mm.
it doesn't end up well. And that's how it
Hmm.
happened. So for the second take, I decided na, wait lang, di pwede 'to. Like, yun nga, as you said na, if I wanna go all in, if I wanna say na I did my best, I really have to prove to myself na I really did everything that I can to the best that I can.
Yeah.
So I
Like
got a
sa
9 to 5 after 1 month
wow.
after the first take. Oo, kasi I'm like, what should I learn about this profession na I didn't have during the first take? Like, ganun
Mm.
talaga.
Wow.
'Di ba? Like, it felt like a blessing in disguise kasi I feel like if I passed the first time tapos I didn't have this appreciation for for the profession, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be like doing ID. I would just be like continuing graphic design, brand design, and all that. So it really forced me to take a look na how does this, like benefit me? How does this apply to my life for the second take? So I took it like with really a clear heart na, yeah, I appreciate ID and I wanna be part of this profession and elevate it. Parang gano'n.
Right. So parang naisip ko rin na, well, parang let's just do this exam to prove to yung mga employers and to myself na, even though I'm lacking in some things, at least I did this.
Yeah. At least I overcame this
Oh,
hurdle.
'di ba?
Yeah, like versus like not ever doing it, not ever giving myself a chance to try it, 'di ba?
Yeah. And actually,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
okay because it's your money, it's your loss. If you don't wanna take it seriously, it's okay. Pero
Yeah.
wag ka na lang sana malungkot ng masyado if you don't pass.
Oh,
It's
yeah, that
really
makes sense.
it's really like you can do whatever you want, pero medyo weird naman na hindi mo iseseryoso yung review. And then if you don't pass, you're parang surprised and shocked. Obviously, you can feel those things, pero
Yeah.
you need to be a little self-reflective din na, di- you know, did I make the experience worth it? Yung mga ganun.
Hmm. Grabe, that's important. In my head, you're using resources there, time, energy, attention, money.
Di
Might as
ba?
well make the most out of it, 'di ba?
If this is the level of effort you put in, maybe manage your
Yeah.
expectations, you know?
Oh, I really like how you said that. Very reflective. Parang it just feels unfair when they say na they tried but they really didn't. And
Yeah.
that's one thing na I noticed pala since pangilan na kitang na-interview.
Mm.
Really common thread is yung purpose in really taking it and like the energy when they took it. No one did
Yeah.
it half-heartedly. That's the thing. Like no passer did it half-heartedly.
I
Galing.
mean, I will say, there's nothing wrong with doing it half-heartedly.
But
Kasi,
then it doesn't work.
oo, yun nga eh, parang kung, if it works for you, that's great. Kasi yung ibang tao, for example, I'm sure there are some people who they really can't afford to do it wholeheartedly. Maybe yung time nila, or maybe they don't want to invest too much para hindi masyadong masakit yung sting. Right? And that's
Yeah.
fine. Like, ikaw bahala, be. Pero, can you say na you did your best? Yun lang talaga. It's a
Mm.
matter at the end of the day, will you be happy with your work? Yun lang.
Oo nga. Or maybe like oo nga 'no, that's a good point. Or like they're afraid to let people see
Yes,
na they tried so hard, they wanted it so hard, ta's biglang it didn't work out.
exactly. I feel like yun yung maybe that's a big reason na parang kung tinodo ko tapos I fail, it will be such a hard blow, which I
That's so
understand.
sad. I didn't even take a work leave.
Ay, wow! I don't think I could do that. Good for you na kinaya mo.
Kasi the mindset when I got my 9 to 5 was really, "This is gonna be my review for the next year." Eto na
That's good.
yeah. I really had to pull myself up, and that was
Um,
how.
Actually,
Mm,
I'm very in awe of the people who were working while they were studying. Kasi
for
for me
sure.
talaga, I feel like if I did that, mapapagod lang ako from work that I will not find the time nor the discipline to study. Like,
Grabe 'no, it's really different per person.
yeah,
That's
very.
true. Well, the thing naman with me, since I
Mm-mm.
took my 9 to 5 as a review na, I didn't study afterwards. I would like work on the speed drafting na talaga.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Yun. Thank you so much for being here,
Thank
Kape.
you for having me, Mika
It's so
Doria.
refreshing. Thank you, Andrea. It's so good to talk with you. Just about all
Yes, same. Same,
No,
same, 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 same.
sobrang, we should talk more. We didn't get to talk in this level kasi during college run. And I'm just so
Right.
happy to witness this part of you. So yeah, I like it. I enjoyed it very much.
I enjoyed this super duper. Thank you, Nika.
Thank you, Andrea. That's a wrap for today's episode. I hope these insights gave you clarity, courage, confidence, and peace as you prepare for your own board exam journey. I have something special coming up, an entire Italy podcast special where I sit down with recent board passers and top notchers to break down their strategies, mindset shifts, and everything they wish they knew before taking the exam. So if you are serious about passing, make sure to follow Mindset Magic with Mika so you don't miss an episode. We're here to set you up for success. Until next time, trust yourself, take up space, and keep going. You got this. You are the main character of your life. If this episode sparked something in you, share it with a friend or tag me at Mika Daria on Instagram. I'd love to see how you're stepping into your magic. And if you're loving the podcast, please leave a review. It helps more visionaries, achievers, and creatives like you find this space. And as always, let's shift into our main character energy together. Keep shining, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one.